¿Qué hay? Gente que está en el canal de Metal Memes MX. Yo soy Frank Jiménez, vocalista de Awaken Serenity y host del podcast Frank Zulus Meditations. Esto es Metal Meditations número 3. El día de hoy estaré entrevistando a Richard Zananiri. Espero estar pronunciando bien su apellido. Él fue uno de los guitarristas fundadores de la banda Sylosis y ahora tiene un nuevo proyecto llamado Persephone's Last Breath. Tiene un solo disco que acaba de salir este año. Está muy bueno. No se pierdan esta entrevista. Solo en Metal Memes MX. This is Richard Zananiri. Did I pronounce that right? Because it's the first time I see this last name.
All good.
So, Richard is a former, guitarist for Sylosis, and he's now presenting a new project called Persephone's Last Breath.
Yeah.
Is that right? Oh, yeah. And
yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, go ahead, please.
No, sorry, the internet connection's just a bit, it's funny. Obviously, you're in Mexico, I'm in London, so it's the internet's a bit funny. Yeah.
Yeah, internet is a bit funny on these interviews. I've only interviewed people on the US, but yeah, you're way far away from that. So tell me about this new album, The Gods Take Pity.
Yeah.
I listened to it a bunch of times. I think it's really good.
Awesome, thank you.
My personal favorite would be Autumn, but Redemption, it's a blast too.
Nice one, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, essentially, I founded Sylosis with Josh Middleton, the guitarist of the Architects, and Sylosis, obviously. When we went to school together, I mean, the guy's like an absolute legend, the metal legend, right? And so Josh and I went to school together, and that was many years ago. And then following Sylosis, had a bit of a dabble with another band that I'd set up afterwards, but then music took a sideline to my career, so started working, and work kind of took up all of my time, and basically just got to a point where didn't have enough time to do what I wanted to do from a music perspective. But then when COVID kicked off, basically didn't have to go into the office and commute for 4 hours a day. Didn't have to fly and travel for work, which I used to travel quite a lot for work. And so it gave me loads of time back to do things. And that's when I built a studio at home and started to, write and record and produce and engineer the album. And so it's been like 20 years in the making. I've been playing guitar for about 20 years. And so, it's been a blast making it, recording all the bass, recording all the guitar tracks, doing all of the vocals myself, and then was lucky enough to work with. I reached out to Josh, and Josh sort of put me in touch with Ermin, the one of the world's best mastering engineers when it comes to metal mastering, and was lucky enough to get Ermin to master the album. And so super pleased with how it came out. And now kind of just thinking about onto the next one. So did a lot of promotions to get the first one out there, and it's terms like we've had hundreds of thousands of listeners, right? So we had some Metal Hammer publications as well, and some other promotions. Nice. And obviously it's been really good.
Oh, that's really nice, man. I was gonna ask you later about Ermin, but you mentioned it. You mentioned him already. He's got a good resume too. I saw him with this guy Ola England, who's the CEO, I think, for Solar Guitars, which is a nice brand.
Yeah, who's in the
and-
Haunted as well, right?
yeah, and also with Periphery and as well as Sylosis. So that's really cool, man. Yeah,
Yeah. No, I was
and
really lucky because he, his work schedule's so busy, and he is the CEO of a few other companies as well. So he
okay.
doesn't just do mastering. So he's super busy, so he can't take on all the projects. So yeah, I was really lucky to get him to do mine. So
Yeah, that's nice. And I was actually gonna ask you also. So this is like a solo project. It's only you.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I imagine that because everything I found about Persephone was you.
Yeah, so it's a solo it's been a solo project partly because of COVID, like, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah, I can imagine.
I've just been we've been in lockdown and I've been shut up, alone. So it's been really difficult to some people reach out and ask like if they could do some stuff or would want to do some stuff for a second project and a second album. So as most of us are now vaccinated and things are starting to get back to normal, at least for some collaborations and it won't just be me on the second album, which would be a good thing because it's
Yeah.
good to get additional influences and broaden it out. But yeah, it's just pleased to get it done, and I'm pretty happy. Yeah, no, I was just saying I'm pleased in how it's turned out. So yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. I can imagine. It sounds really, really good. So, and I also watched that you have a lot of listening on, for example, on Spotify. Uh, you have this song, "Eternal Darkness." It is, or what's its
Yeah,
name? Oh yeah, "Eternal Darkness." I think that's the
yeah,
one, the most listened one. It's a
yeah,
really cool song, also. So I
yeah.
wanted to ask you about that song. What makes it
So
so
it's
special?
yeah. So I don't know. I think that one has jumped out a bit more because it's fast. It's more thrashy
Oh
than
yeah.
some of the other songs, and it's got some clean vocals in the
Oh yes.
chorus. It's got more of a standout like hook in the chorus, whereas some of the others, like the whole album, is a real mix of different metal styles.
Oh, I
So
love
I'd
that.
say the song Redemption that you called out, that's like Lamb of God. I'd say
Oh
that
yeah, yeah.
that's like a Lamb of God track.
It's a
Whereas,
punchy song.
something like Eternal Darkness is much more like old school Metallica in a way.
Yeah.
It's much more thrashy. So like the whole album has different styles of metal within it. There's another song. What's it called? That's like much more thrashy. Sorry, much more punky, like almost like hardcore. So yeah, it's all a mix mash of different metal flavors in the album. And Autumn, I'd say, is much more death metal, right? So
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little more heavy. Actually,
yeah,
I love this part of this mixture of a lot of metal, of different styles of metal,
yeah,
because I
yeah,
also have a band, Awaken Serenity. People will hate me
yeah.
because I always mention it, but I don't care. And we mix a lot of stuff also. We're big
Yeah,
fans of this like style of yours, like melodic, like trashy, like death. We
yeah,
play we
yeah,
played more like kind of melodic death with kind of metalcore with some trash with a lot of death metal and stuff like this. But it's really
yeah,
cool because I think this disrupts this like true vision of metal, which is like I only listen to death metal or I only listen to black metal or stuff like this. because you mash up all these different styles, and I think it's really fucking cool, man.
And that's it. Like I think if you like metal as a whole, you like all of it, really.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I love bits of like even black metal, like Dimmu Borgir, for example. I love Dimmu. All the way through to like Trivium and Unearthed, right?
Trivium,
so much more sort of metalcore, almost like sort of pop metal, you know, and much more accessible. Like, so it's all good. It's all good, and it's good just to put it all in and stir it up.
I agree with that. Yeah, man, it's really cool. Actually, I was gonna call the last song of the album, what's his name? When It Happens.
Yep.
This one I like a lot. It's an instrumental song, but I love like the way it is like progressive, like melodic, like I don't know. It sounds different from all the other songs. I think this actually speaks really, really good about the album because, as we were saying, it's different. It's something like same like a mashup of styles, but not like the other songs of the album.
Well, I wasn't even gonna put it on the album.
Oh, really?
Like, so I wrote the song, and it was so different than any of the others, and I just kind of thought I might just leave it off. And then I thought, do you know what? You know, fuck it. Like, I'll put it on. It's like, I mean, the album is such a mix mash of different styles anyway. A lot of albums have like a track at the end that's, you know, different. Like, so, you know, why not? Why not?
Yeah, man. I love it. It's something cool, and as I said, I think it speaks good because it makes you look like you have an open mind. So, and it's like really good song, man. I really like it. So
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And well, another thing I was gonna ask you about Ermin actually, it's like, did you record it by yourself and then you send the material to him, or did you guys came together and record and mix?
No, I recorded it all at home.
Oh,
so great. track by track. So I studied music production at the Academy of Contemporary Music, which is quite a cool known music college in the UK, in Guildford. And so in studying music production, you know, I kind of know a little bit about how to, you know, pull together a recording. So I thought I'd do it all myself, and I had a lot of time on my hands. So like I had the time, so I just put it into it and made it happen.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, man, it's cool that that you could do this, and it's funny, like with the pandemic, everybody started having like more time. So I just see people who haven't done nothing, like only wasted this time, and a lot of people that have put good effort on this time, like doing real cool stuff.
That's it. I mean, you could either open bottles and bottles and bottles of beer and just watch Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Or like, I mean, I wanted to do something, you know, productive and create something that, you know, that will last. And I wasn't going to release it either. Basically, I started playing it around to a few people, and a few people heard it, and they were like, "This is pretty cool. Like, you should like, you know, create a website. You should, you know, create a brand behind it and get some good photos done, and you know, get some content." And so then I reached out to a few mates of mine that do filming and photography, and we filmed some playthrough videos that are on the YouTube channel. Just released one fairly recently, which I'm super proud of. I'm super pleased of. So we've got some music videos, but also a couple of playthrough videos as well. And so then, yeah, it just kind of spiraled, actually. And like one thing led to another. And it was like, well, you know, we might as well do that. Might as well do this. Might as well do that. And then, yeah, then it just started blowing up. So it's great.
Yeah, that's great. So before I lost it, so where can people find this video?
So it's on the Persephone's YouTube channel.
Okay.
So if you go onto the Instagram account, which will probably be, the links will be below, right?
Yeah.
So if you go onto the Instagram account, the link is in the bio. So in the bio, just click through, it goes to the YouTube channel. And there's a few videos on there, and there's some playthrough videos on there, like really, really cool, just released. So
nice. Playthroughs are good digital material, I think, because it shows a lot. Yeah.
It brings the song, like it brings it to life. Yeah. Like I think when you see, you know, what's happening, it brings it to life. It was really totally fun. It was really fun making it. It was really fun.
Yeah, I can imagine that. And well, I was gonna ask you also about the art for the album.
Yeah.
So is there a story, like a background story about it?
Yeah, so Persephone is like the Greek mythology character of Hades's wife. Oh, yeah. And so basically we took that and then built out you know, a story. Kind of some of the songs are themed around the story, and then the artwork, a friend of mine, Andy, check him out. He's an amazing tattoo artist. If you're in the UK and you want to get a tattoo, or if you're ever over here, Andy's your man from Illmatic Studios. But you'll find him tagged in some of the artwork. But he's amazing. He did all of that artwork. So yeah, really good guy.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. It's really nice. I love art. So, and when I saw the art of the album, I was like, oh, this is really, really good. It's cool. If I ever go again to the UK, I'll hit this guy up.
Yeah, give me a shout. I'll put you in touch. Andy,
Andy's
a good guy. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Great. Yeah, I'll do that. And well, I have 2 more questions.
Yeah.
One, it's like, do you guys? Well, you actually have been always in London, or because I saw like the beginning was on this place called Reading in Berkshire.
So that's where I'm from. Yeah, Reading. Oh. So Reading is like a 25-minute train journey outside of London. So it's about 30 miles outside of London. Yeah.
Oh, so actually Sylosis started there too, right?
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
And a bunch of other bands as well. So like Malefice. Have you ever heard of Malefice?
Yeah.
Maybe. You may have heard of Viatrophy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sylosis, Exit 10. There's a band called Exit 10. Those guys are really cool.
Oh,
from
that one I
Reading as well. There's a few. Exit 10 are really cool. So there's a few bands that come out of the Reading area.
Oh, that's funny, because the last time we did this section of Metal Memes MX, I was talking to this guy called Jeremy Kling, who's the drummer for Venom Inc. right now, and it's funny because he's from Florida, and we were talking about like a lot of bands come from there, and then I told him like the place where I live here in Mexico, it's not like a big scene of metal here. Like there's not a lot of people who listens, but we have a lot of great bands coming out of here.
Yeah,
and that's funny because no, I think nobody would imagine that. And we
It's the
have
same.
also
It's
great
similar
producers.
in Reddit. Yeah,
Oh,
it's similar in Reddit.
yeah.
Like, there's not like a massive metal community, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of bands that come
Yeah,
from
exactly,
Reddit. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
it's the
yeah.
same. Yeah. Huh. That's funny. And well, I have just one more question. This is a question I always ask everybody.
Yeah.
Uh, so, what's the craziest thing that has happened to you, metal-wise, if you want to put it that way?
Craziest thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think the craziest thing is the fact that, Josh and I went to school together.
Oh,
And now, like, he's, literally a metal god, right, in the
yeah.
industry. And so, it's crazy to see how, he's, literally got to where he's got to. I mean, he's got his own signature ESP guitar out, and
Yeah.
he's absolutely, he's killing it. So I think the craziest thing is the way how we've grown up, and he's kind of living the dream, really. And yeah, it's been an amazing opportunity to sort of step back into it briefly to create something and get something out there. And my ties to Sylosis have obviously made my album kind of like, people are curious to see what it's all about, right? So yeah, it's been amazing. It's been great.
Yeah, it's great. And yeah, man, Josh, it's like really big right now on the metal scene. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy. Like you guys grew up together. But man, I think like personally, I think if you want to do something and you know you can do it right, like for example, you're saying right now, you had like this vision for these songs and you make them and then you were like, well, I'm gonna put them out and everything came up together right. So I
yeah,
think
yeah,
I think most of the time on every decision you make, it's just about whether you're in or out.
yeah.
And when you're in, crazy and amazing things come to fruition. So yeah, I think
That's
that's the
it.
message.
That's it. I mean, it literally is exactly that. It was just, a strange time in the world, like with the pandemic going on and
Yeah,
everything, really strange time. And it was just time to, sit down and for many, many hours over about a year and a half and build this thing out and make it happen. And, why not? Like, fuck it. Why not?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, fuck it, and
Yeah. Yeah.
fuck people opinions too. Like
Yeah.
everybody will tell you like you can do something, but that's just their limitation. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to believe that. So if you want to do it, just do it.
And if you guys like it, awesome. If you don't, then don't
Exactly.
listen to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's that simple. So yeah,
Oh, but you guys
awesome.
will like this one because this one's real good. Your album, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much for taking the time, though.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
man. Thank you. It was good talk. So I hope I see you on the metal road. That's something I always say too. And well, good project, man. It's a
Awesome. Well,
wrap.
yeah, everyone, check out the links and have a listen.
Yeah, yeah. Listen on YouTube and Spotify, right?
That's
Or
it.
is it
That's it.
anywhere else?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Oh, it's everywhere.
Deezer,
Oh, yeah.
Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon. It's everywhere. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
everywhere.
Just write the name.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, man.
Awesome. Cheers, man.
Él fue Richard Zananiri de Persephone's Last Breath. Escuchen su disco, está en todas las plataformas. Si les gusta el thrash, metalcore, death metal, ahí todo combinado. Combinado, como los tacos. Están viendo esto en el canal de Metal Memes MX. Yo soy Frank Jiménez. Peace.